Hey, Brian here, Snowflake Farms. Doing a bit of a walkabout today. I've got a consult with one of the preeminent permaculturists here in the eastern U.S. And I'm doing a bit of a walkabout here to give him an idea of what we've got. It's going to be a video consultation, and so yeah, let's look and see what's going on. There's a bucket of walnuts buried in the ground there. That's all the dirt that came out of the hole, and then a bucket of chestnuts buried there that we'll be digging up in a couple of 3 weeks. This is the propagation garden for the mother plants. At the moment, and this is all probably going to change out some this spring, we've got elderberries in here, 6 different types of elderberries, 4 different types of willow. There's a bunch of chestnuts there, lots of weeds, blackberries along here, more elderberries. If it lives, there's a rhubarb down there, some of the some of the willows here, some blueberries. See how they do in the spring. I planted some hardy kiwi here, 3 of them. It was a male and 2 females, and I'm not sure if we'll see if any of them survive. I've got some power for the greenhouse here. This is for ventilation. There. Then down over here we've got, this is going to be a bed of strawberries that was cover cropped in buckwheat and cowpeas. Then these garden beds over here are all to be determined. We've got some IBC totes that I just got in. I've got some potting mix. It's made by a company called Evergreen. It's pine bark, and it's ground up pine bark and hardwood bark. And it says it has some perlite in it, but I've been hard pressed to find it. So my little BCS. I'm hoping to make that thing obsolete eventually. And let's see. I have some water storage here for the greenhouse. I had the well water here tested, and can you get in here? It's frozen shut. I had the well water here tested, and it is very high in mineral salts, and I'm pretty sure it more or less stunted and even killed some of my plant starts last spring. So have moved to collecting rainwater and using that for in the greenhouse. Still, we'll use the water hose from the well down in the garden where it'll get rained on and flushed out. But in here, it's rainwater only. And then let's take a look down. Let's go down over here, take a look over here. at the other garden beds. This one here is tarped. It's going to be cut flowers there. Over here we've got garlic. This is edible garlic from Edible Acres. All coming up fairly nicely. And then the last two rows down there, those are tulip bulbs. And then this little area there is to be determined. We have hay to mulch with. I've got about all the round bales. I can get 4 or 5 round bales a year of hay for the garden. I think I used all of 2 last year. This bed here, again, we grew some okra, peppers, tomatoes, beans, a couple different beans, some radishes. That third bed down there, let's go down here. So over here we grew winter squash, had some pumpkins and acorn and butternut. That was sorghum there. I had a couple different kinds of sorghum, and then some popcorn. And then we cover cropped the end of this because I really didn't have anything else to plant here. Was at the time was cover cropped in just those black oil seed sunflowers. This area over here is there's I forget, it's 100 and I paced it out. There's 144 paces of beds here. They're sort of on contour, not exactly. It was more for the design feature. It's kind of curved down the hill, nice wide walkways for flowers. But we're going to be putting blueberries in here. So each one of these is going to get 2 rows of blueberries. I got about 180, 200 plants coming. This is a new garden bed here. It's going to be winter squash. This is where the winter squash is going to be this next year. And then the year after that, we'll see. But I'm thinking more flowers, things like that. Edge. I've got lots of edge. A lot of different species along the edge. There's spice bush in there, pawpaw, walnut, autumn olive, privet, lots of privet. And there's the little wooded area here. It's got edge on both sides of it. Mostly box elder with a lot of goldenrod and ironweed in there, which are really pretty. The yellow and purple flowers are gorgeous, but you can't get into the area without wading chest high through the weeds. An area cleared here that I'm thinking about putting blackberries along there, kind of blackberries all around the edge of this or something. Not sure what all to go there. In here there's a pawpaw and spice bush in here, along with a persimmon tree up here. Hangout spot. There's the persimmon tree growed up inside that cedar. Did not even know that thing was there until this fall when I looked up and saw persimmons hanging off of it. Still got quite a bit of cleanup to do in there. There's a down tree there from Helene. It was the only damage we had from that hurricane was that one tree. So, I don't know, it's kind of hard to get an idea how steep that is on camera. You can drive a tractor on it, but it makes you nervous, so you go slow. Lots of brambles along the edge here. There's a great big old autumn olive right there that's sort of just growing out one side. Very tiny berries, but they're tasty-ish. So I don't know if it shows up on the camera. We'll get a closer look up here. Now, I'm going to redo this, but according to that triangle with the level on it, that is on grade down through there. That is all one level. I personally don't trust it, so I think I've done something wrong. So I'm going to come back and redo it with a water level and lay in the swells for the orchard. The current plan is a 6-inch deep by 12-inch wide swell down through here. When we get plenty of rain, so I'm not really too overly concerned about drought, but I would like to keep nutrients in place so that they don't all end up down in the woods down there. I don't know, let me see if I can. According to the camera, that's level, so you can kind of see the grade down that way. This is the north side of that area, and it stays shaded pretty much in the spring and the fall. Gets a little more sun in the summertime from overhead, but by and large, this is fairly well shaded. You can see that big dead sycamore there, and that's an ash that needs to come down. Last time I mowed in here, I left these two little patches because there was 4 or 5 maypop plants up in here that were fruiting, had some nice fruit on them. Collected some of those for seeds. And here's another edge. Got a lot of privet in this area. All along these edges through here, there's a lot of privet and honeysuckle and more multiflora rose that is somewhat of a barrier. Now, deer, this is the deer highway right here. There's a black locust that came down. I've got it cut up into logs, but haven't gotten them out yet. There's a game trail right here. Deer come from across the woods, across the road, right through here. Then usually through the field, and then exit down on the far right down there by the old cemetery. You can see we've got a gorgeous view of Clinch Mountain, all dressed up for winter. Yeah. So I'm envisioning multi-species orchard. Pear, plum, persimmon, pawpaw, all your berries, blueberries, cranberries, juneberries. Oh, that looks like that's down over the fence. That's down over the fence. Well, that fence needs to come out of there anyway, so we can come across there. Really great big old walnut right there. And let's show you my current water collection system. You can see we've got this contraption here. Bit of a gutter. I can move that around, put another piece of gutter on it. And I'm going to line up 2, maybe 3 of those totes here. And then maybe one down closer to the greenhouse. Or maybe put all 4 of them here. I don't know. That'd be a good question to ask, wouldn't it? Currently, this is the composting area. There is a giant pile of sheep manure, and we've got chicken litter. Getting more of that edge. The blackberries. These were not trellised on purpose, so I let them all just the canes find the ground and layer themselves. I didn't assist them. They just did it themselves. And that's I don't know, 80, 100 chestnut trees in there. Struggled keeping the weeds out of them. Also, the soil here is heavy, heavy clay. So they really didn't put on a whole lot of growth. I'm debating on what to do with those. A couple of discount fruit trees there. I think there's a peach and a plum. So this area here I have in mind to be an event space. We're going to be starting with our family reunion here come June. And then, we'll see after that. But I'm thinking some willow features in here. Domes and arches and just something a little more formal area for, your tea parties and events and things. So there you go. That's the current extent of Snowflake Farm and Gardens. So, hope that was helpful. It's been a little while since I've actually been out here and kind of looked at it all at once, rather than just be bopping around noticing things as I go. So, yeah. Thank you.